If you're a data analyst and you do not have a portfolio, you are wrong. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you easy ways you can build a portfolio for your data projects. No coding skills required. You don't need to know how to do HTML, how to do CSS, how to do JavaScript. You can do this easily from the comfort of your home at zero cost. So I have two reports here that I would like to add to my portfolio. The first one is the customer retention report, and the second one is the diversity and inclusion report. So the first thing that I am going to do is head over to my Google Drive. You can actually use your OneDrive, any drive you have. Then I'm going to create a new folder and call this folder data project slash portfolio and click on create. Then I'm going to open up that folder and import these files or PDFs that I want. So I'm going to click on new and click on file upload. So I'm going to select the files that I want to upload. These are files that are related to my project, okay? And then it's going to upload. So I'm going to open up the diversity and inclusion. This is how it looks like when I open it on my drive. And I'm going to open up the customer churn or customer retention. This is how it looks like when I open it up. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is head over to my Medium account. So if you don't have a Medium account, please, it is very important that you create one. I will head over to the list, right? So in this list, I have a reading list, and I also have another list under, which is an internship list. I attended one internship one time, okay? So now we're going to also create a list for our project. I'm going to click on write, and then I'm going to add the title of my project. So we'll be starting with the customer retention. So here in ChatGPT, I've already used ChatGPT to get the title of the project, the background, the objectives, and everything. So I'm going to be filling that into my Medium. Now, the reason why I did that was just to make the whole process fast. I could have actually used my own words. I could have written something from my head. Okay, and you can do that too. It's perfectly, like, it's okay. So yeah, I'm just going to be adding images, like an intro image, and on the background I'm going to include that I'm going to add that this image is gotten from free pick. Okay, it is not like I generated the image myself. The next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to be pasting all of these outlines from ChatGPT for this project. So I'm going to be pasting them here. So here's the project background, and yeah, we have the objectives, the methodology, findings, and the conclusion and recommendation. The next thing that I'm going to do is add a link. So I'm going to come here to my Google Drive, go to the PWC Sean and click on share, Make sure to change the general access from restricted to anyone with link. And when I'm doing that, I'll also make sure that anyone with link can only view. So they can't edit, but they can view. You can see that it is viewer. But if yours shows editor, please change it to viewer. Then copy the link, click on done. So go back to Medium, then under the findings, I'm going to paste in that link that I just copied from my Google Drive. So before that, I'm going to include some images from the project itself, just like introduce or let my reader know how my project looks like. So at the bottom, I'm going to include a caption that says images from project. Okay, these are images from the project itself. Then at the bottom here, I'm going to paste in the link that I copied. So now this link is from the customer retention PDF in my drive. Okay, so be very, very careful not to paste in a wrong link. So I'm going to also make this caption a clickable text. I'm going to highlight it and insert the link, this same PDF link. And then when I am done, the next thing that I'm going to do is click on publish. So here in the publish view or in the story preview, the first thing that I will do is change the preview image. Now I don't really like it, so I'm going to change it to one of the images from my project, and I'll click on done. So the title, customer churn analysis, is actually okay. I like it, so I'll leave it like that. Then the intro text, I will just copy or paste in a little bit of the project background here, something to get my reader hooked or captivated to want to read. Then after that, I'm going to move on to the tags. So yeah, I'm going to add some tags or topics so that this story comes up in these topic categories. Okay, so I'll make sure to turn off that notify my subscriber, but in your case, please turn it on. So I'll click on publish now. The reason why I don't want to notify my subscriber is so that is because this is just a test, right? So my story is now published and this is how it looks like. So now my reader can see my project process. So I'm going to open up this link. I'm going to click on the link to open my PDF. So here we have it. When I click on that caption, because it's a link now, it opens up my PDF. Interesting. Okay. So now the next thing that I'm going to do, so you can see here that I have my customer churn analysis. Now I'm going to create a list. So I'll click on that save icon and click on create new list. So I'll call this list Data Analyst Portfolio. For yours, it can be something else. Be creative. And then I'm not going to make it private. I'm just going to click on create. So now I have created a list. So when I go to my list, you can see that I now have one project in my list. So this list will serve as my portfolio. So I can add more projects. So the next thing I'm going to do is add another project to this. That is the diversity and inclusion project. Okay. So here I've already gone in the background to add this project. So here you can see just like what I did for the customer churn analysis. Okay. I've added the images. The next thing that I'm going to do is add a link to view the report. So I'm going to come here, go to diversity and inclusion file, click on the three dots, then click on share, change it from restricted to anyone with link to be a viewer, and then copy the link and click on done. So now I'm just going to insert that link into the caption, and then I'll come under to also paste the link at the bottom. So click on the link to see the entire report, to see or to view the entire report. Okay, then I'm going to publish. I'm going to leave the preview image the way it is. I like it. I'll paste in the project background, and then I will, so please, like I said, make sure you notify your subscribers. Okay, this is because I'm testing it out. That is why I don't want to notify anybody. So when I'm done with the tags, I'm going to click on publish now. So now my article, my story or article is published. I'm going to add it to my list. So I'll click on this save icon or bookmark icon. You can do it here or you do it from the main view. So I'll click on it from here, then add it to my data analyst portfolio link. So now I'm going to go back to my list, data analyst portfolio. You can see now that I have two projects or two stories here in this list. So now this list will serve as our portfolio. So now I can copy the link from this list. So I'll come here to this share icon, click on it and click on copy the link, right? So then I'm going to come to my dummy, my fake CV or resume. I will highlight the portfolio text, right click on it and click on hyperlink. So now I'm going to paste in that list link that I just copied, then click on OK. Now anyone that clicks on this portfolio text, it will redirect them to a new page where they'll be able to see my portfolio. Okay, now they can see all the projects, the solid project that I've worked on as a data analyst, a data professional, a data scientist. Okay, so another thing that I want to do is to make my diversity and inclusion better. I am going to come to my Power BI service and copy my embed code. So if you don't know how to do that, please just watch the video very well. So I'm going to copy my embed code, open my diversity and inclusion, click on the ellipsis and edit the story. So now this embed code is like an interactive link where they don't just see a PDF, they can also interact with my report. So you're going to see it very soon. So yeah, I'm going to paste the link here. So you can click here to interact with the report. So this is actually more interesting than looking at the PDF, you know. So I'm going to paste in that link And I'm also going to come down. So yeah, I'm just trying to test something out. I'm going to come down and add embed code. I think yeah, I wanted to see how it will look like, but it didn't really give me what I wanted, and I didn't want that preview. But so save and publish, always save and publish. So now I'm going to click on this PDF link again, just so that you see the difference. So this is the first link I added to the report, right? So it just shows the PDF. Now when I click on the second link, you can see that it is a different view. I can interact with the report. Now I click on go to report. I can interact with the visuals. I can go to the next page. This makes the user experience, user interaction even like 100 times better. The next thing that I want to do now is to edit my portfolio a little bit, my list description. So I'm come here to edit list info and add a description. So I'm just going to add a basic description. Please, in your own, be more creative, okay? Add things that would interest your potential recruiter, your target audience, to want to engage with your portfolio. So that is how you create a portfolio using Medium List. It wasn't that hard, right? The next method I am going to show you is how to create a portfolio using Google Sites. So now this is my portfolio on Google Sites, and this is the desktop view. So right now I'm going to change it to the tablet view. This is how it looks like when someone is viewing it using their tablet. Then this is how it looks like when someone is viewing it on a phone, just like an actual website. And this is actually my favorite. So I'm going to show you how you can create this type of portfolio. So the first thing is to go to site.google.com. There are a lot of templates, but we're going to click on blank site to start from the scratch. So here is my title page. I'm going to first of all start by entering my site name. So let's enter my name, Sandra Ashagade. So I'm going to enter that and it will change at the top. So when I click on untitled site, you can still see my name, but I need to change this because I have a site named Sandra Shagadi. So I'm just going to add underscore portfolio to differentiate. Then in this text box, I'm going to highlight this and change it from title to heading because I felt like it was a little, like the text were a little big. So I'm going to add something basic. Like I said, in your own case, you can be creative. If you need inspiration, you can check out other people's portfolio and see how their introduction looks like and try to like adapt that. I'm not saying you should copy and paste, so don't be a thief. So you can adapt that into your own. So I'm going to just say, hi there, I'm a data analyst and welcome to my data portfolio. The next thing that I'm going to do is add a text box. So I'm going to start with diversity and inclusion. So this is going to be the placeholder for the project title. So I'm going to write diversity and inclusion. I'll make sure to change it to heading first of all, and then format the text a little bit. So if you're worried about how will you be able to, know how to format things here on Google Sites, it's actually not that hard. There are tons of videos that show you how to do it. I even learned mine when creating this. So I'm going to click on images and click on upload, then add one of the images from the report. I'm going to add the cover page. So here I can move the image to the right, to the left, up, down. I can adjust the size, but I'm going to keep it simple and just bring it to the left. So all of these things, I learned them while creating this portfolio. You can also do that. I'm going to add another text box and I'm going to drag it to the top right, close to the image. So this is how I want my own portfolio to be. The image by the side, the text by the right hand side. For yours, it can be something else. Then I added the project background in the text box. I'm going to add another text box for customer churn analysis. Okay, I'm going to do the same format that I did for diversity and inclusion report text. And I'm going to go to the image and click on upload. So whenever you want to insert elements into your site, we have the elements pane at the right hand side for you to add things. So I'm going to add a text box, drag it to the right and put in my project background. The next thing that I'm going to do is add a link to my image, to my diversity and inclusion report image. So I will select the image and click on that link icon. So it says insert link. So I'm going to insert the link to that interactive report that I copied from my Power BI service. Okay, so just so that when people click on the image, it takes them to that report. Then in the text box, I am going to include a text. Click here to view report. So I'm going to make the view text a clickable text. So whenever anybody clicks on the view, it takes them to the report. So I highlight it and then click on insert link icon and insert the interactive report link. Interesting. Then click on apply. Always click on apply. If not, you'll be surprised that nothing is clicking. So I'll do the same thing for customer Sean. I'm going to paste in the link to the PDF in my drive for the customer retention or customer churn analysis. Then in the text box, I'm going to include a simple CTA. Click here to click on the image to view the report, so that people know that it is only when they click on the image that is when they can view the report or interact with the report. Great. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just show you a little bit of how you can format your title. So you can leave it as a banner, a large banner, whatever you want to leave it as. It's up to you. You can do a lot of things to your placeholders, to your background. You can do a lot of things. You can even change the background, but the background that I'm going to change is the title, project title background. So I will change it to gray color. So the settings are by the side. You can see it right when I click on it. Then I'm going to add a footer. So this footer is going to contain links to my social media and my email. So I'm going to add my LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to format the LinkedIn text. Okay, I'm going to insert a link. So first of all, I'm just formatting the size. Then now I'm going to select the text and then insert my LinkedIn link and apply. I'll also do the same thing for my email, so that if anyone wants to reach out to me, maybe a recruiter, my potential clients, they want to reach out to me, they can always click on that email text and it will take them to their respective emails. Is it Outlook or Gmail, and they can send me a message. All right, so now that I'm done with this, I'm going to format my links a little bit and then I'm going to proceed to the next step. So please be creative. You can always add more links to your social media. Okay, the next thing that I am going to do is come to my diversity and inclusion, and I'm going to click on embed and paste in that interactive report link that I copied from my Power BI service. So I'm going to paste in the URL. Okay, so you're going to see how it looks like. And then it's going to show me this preview. I'll select this first one and click on insert right after. So you're going to see how it looks like. So this gives the users or viewers of this report the ability to interact with the report directly on this portfolio page without having to be redirected to another tab. So this step is actually not compulsory. It all depends on how you want your audience to view your report. So now that everything is done, I am going to click on the publish button and change this web address from Sandra Ifenasagede. So I'm going to add data portfolio, because remember I have a portfolio with this exact name. Then I'm going to click on publish. After doing that, then I'm going to click on the view at the bottom to view what my published site looks like. So here we have my published portfolio site. I'm really loving how it looks. So this is how the report, the portfolio looks like. Here I can interact with the diversity and inclusion report because I paste in the interactive link via the embed code. So here is the customer churn analysis. If I click on the image, if I follow that CTA and click on the image, you see that it redirects me to the PDF file that is saved in my Google Drive. So you see why we put all of this in the Google Drive in the first place. And then when I click on the LinkedIn text, it took me to my LinkedIn profile. So if I should click on my email, it is also going to redirect me to send an email to my email, which I don't want to do, but my recruiters can do it. So this is how it looks like on phone in the mobile view. So if you're using your phone, this is how it's going to look like. Interesting. I really love this site. Like, I really love it. I could steal it, but I created this so I can't. So this is how it looks like on tablets. And you're also going to see how it looks like on large screen like laptops, TV, and so on. So in here you can also do other things. You can change the theme style of your portfolio or of your site. Like I said, you can draw inspiration from other sites. Another thing that you can do is add a page. So I'm going to click on pages and click on new page, and I'm going to add a page titled about me, then click on done. So in your portfolio you can have a page called about me where you talk about yourself, your achievements, the things that you have encountered, the challenges, and other things that you feel like you want to put out there. And another thing you can also do is add images. So you can add your image to this. So still in the about me page, I'm going to click on images and click on upload. So I'm going to add a random image to this and move it to the right here, close to the text, the about me text. You can expand your image if you want to, and you can navigate between the pages of your site. So I'm not going to click on publish, because if I click on publish, it is going to affect what has already been published. So the next thing I'm going to do is click on the link icon at the top to copy the published site link. I'll go to my resume, my fake resume, and right click on the portfolio text, then edit the hyperlink and change this link to my just copied link. So now when people click on this portfolio text, they are redirected to my portfolio site. Here they can see the project that I have worked on. So whether you're going to be using the Medium list or a Google site, you can actually share your link not just on your resume or CV alone. You can have them on your social media or share them when applying for a job. So let me know what method you prefer or you'd like to try out for yourself.